Aloha, everyone, in another level living land. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Freedom Fridays. So happy that you're here because we are in store for an amazing treat and a message that we all would love to hear and need to know. And we have a special guest who's going to give us some amazing wisdom and nuggets. I'll introduce her to you in a moment, but first, I want to tell you what is the purpose of the show? The whole purpose of the Freedom Friday show is to support you as the entrepreneur in achieving success in your business and life harmony so that you can stress less, strengthen your relationships, lead with much more energy, ease, and momentum, work smarter, not harder, and create your own time, money, and emotional freedom with ease and grace. That's what we're all about here. So make sure you check out our website, anotherlevelliving.com, and we also have some free gifts for you there. 7 secrets towards more business and life harmony. And we're also going to have some amazing gifts from our special guest as well. So stay tuned. So therefore she can share with you what that is all about. So what we're talking about today, I want you to give another level living warm welcome to our special guest, Stephanie Richardson. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi.
So happy that you're here with us today. Thank you. Thank you for coming on and sharing us your wisdom and your message. And I can't wait to hear what amazing nuggets that you have for us today.
I'm excited.
Me too. Me too. Okay, so everyone, listen to what we're talking about. We're talking about the most challenging person to lead. Wow, the most challenging person to lead, and that is us. So, Stephanie's going to tell us some really great wisdom on how we can really step into that challenge and lead, like we said, with ease and grace. And let me tell you a little bit about who Stephanie is. So, Stephanie Richardson, her goal is to add value to your life so that you walk away with specific action steps so you can take to empower yourself, improve your business results and help you move closer to where you want to be. Stephanie has a master's in psychology. Stephanie utilizes her skills as a retired licensed professional counselor with over 10 years of experience in the counseling field. She also shares with her clients the lessons that she has learned through 27 years of training, coaching, leading a multi-million dollar a year direct sales organization of almost 1,600 members. Wow. With significant results in the areas of promoting and developing 80 leaders across the nation. Stephanie is a world class speaking coach and she teaches others how to improve their confidence in their speaking skills and closing ratios. And she also helps individuals, couples, teens, and organizations understand themselves more deeply and improve their communication with others as a disc consultant. So she is also a Maxwell leadership coach, certified trainer, speaker, and business life coach. And she being a catalyst for change in her coaching clients' lives and providing accountability towards taking the steps needed to achieve their vision. Now, I know you're definitely going to want to make sure that you connect with her and learn and get some of her wisdom and connect with her even after this. So let's get into it. Stephanie, oh my goodness. Tell us what is the most challenging person to lead? What is it all about? And why is this something that's so important? And I almost want to jump into what can we do about it, but we'll get there. So start with the first question.
It's funny because that title always grabs people's attention and they want to know, well, who is it? Who is the most challenging person to lead? And Bill George, who is the author of True North, in his book, he says that the most challenging person to lead is yourself.
Mm,
And
yes.
so, if we're going to be successful in leading others, if you're a leader and you have a team, then you first have to know how to lead yourself well. And when you're growing and when you are improving, then everyone around you in your life is going to be affected by that. They're going to be growing and improving, whether it's your family, whether it's your coworkers that you interact with, whoever it might be.
My goodness, that's so good and so true. One of the things that I usually say is that our business is an extension of all that we are. So how we go is how the business goes. If we're shaky and wobbly and uncertain and not sure, then all of our efforts and everything is going to have that same flavor. So wow, this is just something that's so good. And I know that it's also which is why the challenge, it can be difficult to lead ourselves and really be able to I almost like breaking free from like leadership. As we elevate our leadership, it requires another level, right? And a lot of times we want to kind of stick to the way that we are used to operating. So what are some ways that we can be able to make this less of a challenge? Like what are some of the tips and strategies that you can share with us to support us on this journey?
I think that one of the things I see a lot of times is that people spend more time planning their vacation than planning their life. We were just talking about you going on vacation this week before we got on today. And a lot of people spend all this time planning their vacation, where they're going to go, what restaurants they're going to eat, what they're going to do while they're there, but they don't spend time planning their life. And
Hmm.
so I really try to help my clients focus on creating their life on purpose. And by doing that, focusing not only on their business goals, but on 5 other areas of their life so that they are leading themselves well and have more balance or harmony in each of those areas. So, if you don't mind, I'll share those
Yes,
areas.
please share them. That's what I was
Okay.
wondering. I know everybody else is probably wondering too.
So, obviously, your business,
Okay.
financial, personal growth, health and fitness, relationships, and spiritual. So, those are the 6 areas when I'm coaching clients that we set goals in each of those areas. And I have them rate their level of satisfaction in each of those from 0 to 10. And then we look at, are they happy with where they are in each of those areas? And maybe they are, maybe they aren't. But if they aren't, what are some goals that they want to achieve in each of those areas? And then how can I help them create that best version of themselves by helping them be accountable for those goals that they want to achieve?
Wow. What I love is that you're helping them with like these all like we talk about peace on all sides. You're helping
Mhm.
them get more of a holistic perspective. And I love that this is what makes you unique because sometimes when, for instance, somebody hires a business coach, they're just focused on business, or they hire a
Right.
life coach, just focus on a part. But helping them with all of these areas, I can imagine helps them move forward much faster.
It does. And I think it gives them confidence because they don't feel like maybe they're ignoring some of the areas of their life. Maybe they have goals in certain areas, but maybe some of the other areas they don't have goals in and they beat themselves up. They feel like they're letting themselves down or ignoring those areas. So it really helps them be intentional on, like you said, having that better balance in their life. And I see that a lot of my clients who are CEOs, entrepreneurs, they struggle with balance and they may be crushing it at work, but if they are ignoring their health and fitness or they're ignoring their relationships that are important to them in their life, eventually those things are going to demand more attention and they're going to catch up with them and they're going to take you away from work because you have to spend more time because you're either sick or you have marital problems or family struggles. And so, because of my background as a therapist, I know that each of those areas are intertwined. And if you affect them one area positively, then you affect another area positively. And so it just expands. And I have a client, for example, who told me that he wanted to lose weight. He's in his 40s and he said, I want to get to the weight I was when I first got married, before my wife and I started having a family. And I don't think it's possible. I don't think I that was over 10 years ago. It's not going to happen. I said, it is going to happen and we're going to make it happen. And, I find that a lot of times my belief in my clients has to come first and be stronger than theirs until theirs catches up with mine. And
Nice.
so he told me his reason behind it. He was getting winded when he went hiking with his kids and when he rode bikes with them in the neighborhood, and it was bothering him that he couldn't keep up with them, and he wanted to be around for a long time and be healthy for his family. And so we started working on it, and he reached his goal within a few
Nice.
months, and he was in shock that he reached it, and he has kept it off and stayed at that ideal weight for over a year now.
Wow.
So you can imagine what that did to his level of confidence, right?
Yeah.
And he feels more confident about how he looks. So it makes him feel more confident in other areas of his life. And so what he did was he completely changed careers and went to
Oh.
a career path because he felt confidence in himself that he could pursue that. So that's what I mean by seeing they're intertwined, and one area will positively affect another area.
Oh my goodness, that is so powerful, right? Like, and it's interesting because I'm sure he probably didn't come to you specifically for I
No.
want to lose weight, right? It was something else that led to
Right.
this that created this whole holistic fulfillment, satisfaction, confidence. Oh, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm curious, tell us a little bit of what led a little bit to this journey, like being able to help them with all of these perspectives as compared to, like I said, most coaches, they tend to kind of go into one area. Tell us about your uniqueness that kind of led to this, if you can.
Yeah. So I think part of it is my background as a therapist and just experiencing when we were working with clients, we would hit on all of these different areas of a person's life. And we would work in the schools, for example, if I were working with teenagers, and we would work in their peer group, and we would work in all of these different areas of a person's life. And so I started thinking, well, this applies to business and working with business clients as well. I want them to have long-term effects in all areas of their life. I want them to feel better about themselves in not just their business, but as a person, and feel more peace in their life and feel more balance. And so the journey of being a therapist, I think, led to that. And then also just my own practice of doing it. This is what I do and it works for me. And so I always feel like you need to share things that have worked for you and made you feel like you have more peace and more balance in your life. And so this is just a practice that I've done for myself for several years of focusing on 6 areas of my life. And I write goals in each of those areas. I write them in a journal, and I create a vision board based on those 6 areas of pictures representing my goals. I go to Google Images, I download them to my iPad. Long gone are the days of going through magazines and gluing them on a poster board. This is not your mama's vision board, right?
Oh my goodness.
So I use Hit Collage, which is an app, but you can use Canva. Canva actually has a template in it for vision boards.
Okay.
And
Okay.
yeah, so you can do that. You can use Word. So I download the pictures representing my goals. I put them on my vision board. I have it printed. Actually, I have it on all my devices, of course, but I have it printed and hung in 3 areas of my house. I have it in my office, on my refrigerator, and in my bathroom on the window in there. So I can see it every day, because a lot of people, they create New Year's resolutions and they never accomplish them because they don't look at them on a daily basis. They forget about them and they don't stay focused. And then it's why all the gyms are full in January and empty by March, right? Because people forget and they don't look at it and stay focused. So part of that journey for me has been creating the vision board and staying focused on those goals and seeing them every day, but then also tying those to envisioning myself accomplishing the things on the board. So it's a 3-step process. Create the vision board. Secondly, is envision yourself accomplishing what's on there. So one of my goals this past year, it's been a goal for 4 years. My daughter's graduating from college next week. And one of my things on my vision board has been on there for 4 years is it says graduate with no student loan debt. And my daughter is graduating next week with no student loan debt. Hooray. And
Hooray!
what I mean by envisioning myself accomplishing that is I have closed my eyes and imagined myself standing beside her at graduation for years now. And I could see her there in her cap and gown. We're smiling, we're laughing, we're having fun. And I know the tears are coming down my face, and I'm proud of her and what she's done to contribute. And I'm proud of myself and what I've done to contribute. But I have seen that in my mind's eye. I feel it. I feel the warmth of the sun on my skin because it's hot outside where we're going to be. I can see what she's wearing. I can feel the emotions, and it's real, right? You create it in your mind first. And so that's the second piece is
Okay.
that.
So this is, first of all, you've given us so many amazing nuggets. So just like, let me recap for everyone. First of all, you got 6 areas of life that you want to be able to create goals in. And Stephanie's strategy is to be able to not only create the goals, but then also create a vision board to be
Mhm.
able to embody each of those goals and then have it up everywhere around you and really be able to visualize it and having it at the forefront. And so therefore you can enjoy it coming into fruition. And
Yeah.
how does coaching, like how does coaching even help support helping the achieve these goals?
Yeah. Well, coaching helps support it because you have that accountability partner and you're
Yeah.
revisiting those goals and you have someone asking you about them and saying, okay, how are you coming on your weight gain, your weight loss goal or your, financial goal of paying off your credit card debt or whatever it might be. Whatever your goal is, you've got that accountability partner asking you every few weeks of what your action steps were. So that keeps you moving forward, that builds that momentum, and that helps you create that life on purpose that become that person who you want to become.
Nice, like much faster as compared to
Yeah.
trying to do it on your own.
Yes. Yes. Because when we're doing it on our own, we typically let ourselves off the hook and say, oh, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll start that exercise plan next week, whatever it might be. But when you have a person that you have to respond to and tell, what have you done on those action steps, it makes you more, motivated to take the action because you don't want to come back and say, I didn't do it.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So good. So good and so true, right? It's like not going about it alone, making sure you have support. And there lies the beauty of coaching. I love the uniqueness of your coaching where you're looking at this whole person and whole perspective because that whole perspective allows for fulfillment, satisfaction, purpose, passion, prosperity with ease, grace, and flow. So good. Are there any other like few nuggets or another nugget that a person can do to help start managing and stepping into that leading themselves?
The last piece of that is that you want to say positive affirmations connected to those specific goals. And I recommend that you say them every morning and every night right before bed. And the reason I recommend at night before bed instead of scrolling through your phone is because your subconscious mind is going to be working on it all night, going, how can I help Dr. Heather get XYZ that she wants, right? Because it's the last
Mhm.
thing you thought of. And the morning helps you lay the foundation for the day and stay focused for the entire day. And I think it's important to say those out loud, not just read them and think them in your head, but to say them out loud and have that power and hear your voice declare it that I am helping my daughter graduate from college debt free or whatever that goal might be, right? And that sometimes I have, what I call a character building day. And so I might need to be reminded in the middle of the day what's going on, what my purpose is. So I even have them recorded on my voice memo on my phone.
Right.
So yeah, so if I'm going to a meeting and I pull in and I need that energy burst, or I need to be reminded of my purpose and my mission and my vision for my life, then I can listen to my own voice saying those affirmations.
Awesome. Awesome. Oh my goodness, you've given us so much amazing wisdom to get started. Tell us how can we get continue this journey with you? Like what is it that we can be able to how can we find you, and what is it, do you have anything that we can be able to learn more about and stay connected? Because this is so awesome.
Yes, thank you. I know you're going to put all of my links in the show notes, and I appreciate
Yes,
that. I
all of
do,
them.
yes, I do a weekly video newsletter, and it's nothing but a video. There aren't any words to it. It's a 1 to 2 minute video, and it's something to make you grow, something to make you motivated, something to make you have increased awareness or insight as a person. And so it comes out every Thursday, and I know you'll put the link in there to join that. So you can join that. And it's short, it's sweet. People tell me they love it because it gives them a little boost of energy, but it's not a 15-minute video to watch. So I'd love for you to continue to join me on this journey with that, and that'd be great.
Oh my goodness, I'm definitely gonna sign up for that after this call for sure. I always love boost and motivation, and you've given so much amazingness. I can't wait to see what you provide and produce on a weekly basis to us. So, yay, thank you. And what would be your biggest takeaway? What would be like the biggest thing that you want to leave us with today?
I would say that the thing that is the bow on this is a quote that I want to share with you from John Maxwell, which is, if you don't create the life you want, you endure the life you get.
Oh my goodness. That was like a total mic drop moment. So if you don't create the life that you want, you will endure the life that you get.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about empowerment, right?
Yep.
Stepping into like and letting people know that they have so much more control than they think that they do. So for those of you who are listening, we want to make sure that you share. First of all, sharing is caring. So if you were inspired by this video, which I'm sure that you are, make sure that you share it out to your world to be able to give someone else the gift of leading with ease and stepping into their empowerment. And then also put in the comments, what is your biggest takeaway? Your biggest nuggets, and make sure you go ahead and access Stephanie's free gift. So therefore you can also join me on the journey of her weekly motivation to us. Stephanie, thank you so much for blessing us with your presence and your wisdom today. This has been absolutely amazing.
This has been so much fun. Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. All right, everyone, in another level living land. You heard the message here. Let it marinate into your mind, body, and soul all weekend, and owning that you are the captain of your ship, the master of your fate. You have the ability to reclaim and have yourself be led with ease by taking action and working on your life, not necessarily the vacation, like Stephanie said. We look forward to seeing you again next week for another episode of Freedom Fridays, and have a